I tell you about Saint-Jean-de-Sixt? It's a small French town in the Haute-Savoie department, located just a short distance from the famous mountain resort of Loyola. With only 1,500 local residents, it's a quiet and charming place. But when the season comes, the town welcomes up to 5,000 tourists who come to enjoy skiing and mountain biking, indulge in Raclette and Tartiflette, sip on Savoyard, Jacquère and Mondeuse wines, and experience all the other pleasures of the vacation in the French Alps. The town itself is quite ordinary, and there's really nothing much to see. But it does have one attraction that not every big city can boast of. Saint-Jean-de-Sixt has its own saint. Not a biblical saint randomly chosen as a patron of the area, but a true local saint, someone born here who through his hard work earned his place amongst the saints. So here's how it happened. In the year 1506, in the town of Saint-Jean-de-Sixt, it was a village then, in a pious peasant family named Favre, a simple peasant boy was born and named Pierre. Pierre proved to be very capable, especially in the Christian faith.
My son, do you love Jesus?
As he grew older, Pierre Favre traveled to Paris to study theology. At the Sorbonne, his roommate happened to be another talented young man, Ignatius de Loyola. Both were devout Catholics, and this common ground led to their friendship. "I adore the Bible. Better to live on the corner of the roof than share a house with a quarrelsome wife." Exactly. It must be said that in the early 16th century, the Catholic Church was losing its influence in Europe due to the Protestant Reformation. The leader of the Protestants, Martin Luther, even dared to criticize the Pope himself.
The Roman Church, once the holiest of all, has now become a den of robbers, the most shameful of all brothels.
So, Ignatius de Loyola, Pierre Favre, and a few other theology students connected to them decided to defend their native Catholic Church from the Protestants. They carefully said a prayer to God and founded the Society of Jesus, the very same Jesuit order. The history of this outstanding order deserves a story of its own, and we won't delve into it today. Let's just note that Pierre Favre, a poor native of this small town where we are now, thanks to his organizational skills, became a big shot in the Roman Catholic Church.
Ad majorem Dei gloriam.
The peasants of Saint-Jean-de-Sixt were very proud of the connection to such an important figure, and in the year 1600, they built a chapel on the very spot where Pierre Favre was born. It was dedicated to Saint Peter, as well as Saint Paul, Saint Bartholomew, and 11,000 virgins. But Pierre Favre did not become a saint immediately after his death, but only in the year 2013, the day before yesterday, you might say.
Almost 500 years of waiting.
And by the way, he was canonized by the current Pope Francis, who himself is a member of the Jesuit order.
Amen.
Yes, connections are important. That's all I can tell you about Saint-Jean-de-Sixt. If you ever find yourself in this charming little town, take a stroll through its streets, admire the chapel dedicated to Saint Pierre Favre, and treat yourself to a serving of raclette at a local restaurant. And of course, don't forget the Jacquère.